Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? You guys doing good too? I'm doing good too. Let's get on today's video session. How you guys doing today? Welcome back on the Fujitsu Stylistic Q704 tablet. Go! Yes, how you guys doing good today? So as always, rock and roll music on my channel. So today we are gonna be covering the Fujitsu Stylistic hold on, Q704 tablet features. Woo! Woo! Yeah, so today's session is gonna be really interesting. So yeah, Fujitsu Stylistic Q704 tablet features. This is one of the a very interesting concept of this device because there's so much right they've put on this device because usually on these kind of devices you don't get this kind of a lot of buttons, man. Yeah, there's so much buttons on this device. How unusual is that? Because a lot of times when we get devices there's hardly nothing on them. They're like empty cases, we're just giving you a few bits and bats. Buttons. Yes, buttons. Right. First of all, we are gonna cover right the front features. So what do I mean by front feature? Front feature means the front part of the system where the display is. Yeah, the front part of the system when we're looking at it from the display. Okay, that's what's called a front features. Okay, so don't get confused. Which part? Where's the front? What side of the front are we talking about here? It's the display. Everything on the front on that side. Okay. Right. The first one is the front web camera. Okay. So what kind of resolution do we get from this front web camera? We get a 1280 times 720. What kind of resolution is that there? So for a front facing camera, that's a resolution of 720p HD. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Very nice. Yeah, and you can send everything over the internet. It's like yourself, isn't it? It's just you on the you and on the camera. You can see yourself. Front-facing camera means that you can see yourself when you're speaking, when you want to send some conference and talk of things on Skype or whatever with business organizations. That's what front-facing camera is for. Very good. Okay. There's another one is the webcam access LED. You see where the web camera is? Web camera is next to that. There's a round circle. You can't miss it. There's an LED light. It means the webcam is in access. It means it's working. Okay? That's all it means. It doesn't mean nothing else. Okay? We're not going to confuse. It just means the camera is new use. All right? Display. Now the display horizontally is 12.5 screen size. Is that a pretty large screen? Yes, it's a pretty large. It's good for typing, your work, webmail, web browsing, and your gaming. You could do that all on this amazing display, okay? The display, right, on this system is 1920 times 1080. Okay, we're talking about a tablet display. It's 1920 times 1080. What kind of resolution is that? That is a full HD 1080p HD. Very nice. Very beautiful. The speakers, right, it's at the bottom. So how many speakers do we have on this system? There are two speakers, one on the left, one on the right. So this is a stereo sound from the system. Beautiful. Okay. Windows button. What does the Windows button actually do? When you press this button, it's at the bottom. You see where the webcam's at the top? You just go right at the bottom. There's a Windows button. You can't miss it. It's a quick access for the start menu. You know when you got your desktop and you move a cursor on the Windows icon. There's a Windows icon onto the left. It's the same thing. On your desktops, you'll have a window icon where you press it. You get that quick access to a start menu. Here, you have to press a button and you get it. Okay, because obviously it's a tablet. Okay. Docking cradle connector. All right. What is that actually for? The docking cradle connector, right, is for to connect stylistic keyboard docking station. So what does that mean? Basically, you already got a tablet, don't you? You can have a external keyboard and connect it to this tablet. You'll have a full laptop. You'll have a tablet then you have a keyboard. Okay? So it becomes like a laptop PC, which in a way is really amazing. I would say that it's really, really good. Because with that, when you connect this keyboard, right, you could start typing on there. Just like a laptop. It looks really, really beautiful. Very stylish with the tablet and the keyboard. Now we're going to go to our back features. So what do we mean by back features? A back feature is the back side of the tablet. Okay. Rear web camera. The rear web camera is at the back, at the top. Okay. It gives you 1920 times 1080 resolution. What resolution is that? Full HD 1080p HD, man. That's what you get from this real camera. Very nice. And obviously you can use it over the internet as well. Again, I don't need to go through all that. Then you got a thing called fingerprint sensor, which starts the system by swiping your finger across. If you access that menu, and meaning if you activate that, you'll have to use of the fingerprint sensor. You have to swipe your finger to start the system. Without that, nobody can get into your system. It is that good security. Okay. This is important. Shutdown button. Shutdown. Shutdown button. This feature only works if you haven't completely shut it down your system. A shutdown button does power, suspend, resume. Okay? So it works like this. If you haven't completely shut it down your system, you will get all these three features. Okay? When you just touch the screen or press the power switch, the system will come on. When you just press the button 1 second, okay? Power means that. Suspend means that the system is active, right? Okay, when you just touch the screen, it will come on like that. And what do you think resume means? It will resume wherever you left the system on. Okay, it is that good. Okay, now we're going to talk about the left features. The left features are the buttons to the left side, okay, of the tablet. So if you're holding like this, we're talking on the left side of the system. Okay, so on the left side, we've got USB 3.0 connector. That is by far the fastest USB connectivity. It gives you the fastest transfers, which is the faster data transfers in USB 3.0. So you can use that and it will give you all that. Okay. DC in jack. What is DC in jack? A DC in jack is for your adapter. Yeah, you can just put that plug into that port and you put in a wall outlet. You start charging your tablet using an adapter in this DC in jack. Okay. SD card slot. What kind of SD card slot am I talking about here? We're on about SD cards, not micro SD, because it's not mentioning any micro SD, nothing like that. You know, in normal laptops, at the right at the front, you have SD card slots. In this system, you can place an SD card slot in this as well. Yeah, it's got an SD card slot that you can use in there to put all your data files, photo, music, video, and games. Yeah, you could place all that in that SD card. Okay. Right Preachers. Right Preacher is a mastermind. Not joking. Now, if this is your device, we are talking to the right side. Right. All of these buttons are on the right hand side. Okay. Now there's tons of buttons to the right hand side. Oh, blimey, there's so many to the right hand side. Okay. So the first one we got is USB 2.0 connector. So you can connect any USB thing to the 2.0. 2.0 is slower than 3.0, by the way. It's not fast as that, but it's still very good. You get 2.0 connectivity and we're away to go. Okay. And this is pretty amazing. Again, to the right hand side, they put power, suspend, resume switch. You can you can use that unless you turn on power off your system completely. Okay. Another button you got on there is volume up, volume down buttons. What does that do? What do you think it does? If it's volume up, it will increase the sound. If it's volume down, it will decrease the sound. Okay. For your music, all the sound you want to hear. It's for that. Okay. Pen attachment slot. A lot of people get confused with the pen attachment slot. Okay. You have to understand what that actually means. That doesn't mean you're going to go put a pen in there. No, it doesn't mean that. It's a optional, right, pen holder. What does that mean? So basically, you already have a pen holder, right? You can add another one on there. Whoa! Yeah, you can add a second one in there. You can have a second pen holder. How amazing is that? If you want another one, you can have another one. You can have another one from a different company. You can have another one from another company. Okay? If you want to do that. That is pen tether attachment point. Right. What is that? This is the one where you have your pen holder so it doesn't get lost. There's so many daft and stupid companies, right? They give you these stylus pens, right? And guess what? There's no pen holder on them. Oh my gosh. If you took one of these devices outside, you're gonna lose your pen. You're gonna lose your pen, man. But this device gives you two options for your pen holder. So you already has a pen holder, you can just put it in there. Chung chung, and it goes in there. Very nice. Headphone line out jack. What does he mean by the word out? Out means externally, outside. It means outside. Okay? Why do we need to be outside? Because I'm mentioning headphone. Headphone here. Because when you put a headphone on your ears, it has to give you sound to your ears, doesn't it? And that's why the sound needs to come out. And when it comes out, it goes into the uh, to the headphone or the earphones. That's why it's mean out. Okay, it's got that. And the next one is a microphone line in jack. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now he's saying in. What does it mean by in? Okay, can you see when I'm speaking? I'm moving my mouth, right? So when we got a microphone, when we speak, our voice is going inside. Okay? It's going in from side from the microphone. That's why we can hear the sound. Otherwise, if there was no line in jack, our voice won't record. Like most majority times when we speak through the mic, it's in, isn't it? If there's no in and if we start speaking, we won't able to hear anything. Okay? That's what it means by in, line in jack. Okay? So it's got that as well. Wireless device on off button. Wow, wow, wow. What do you think that really means? Oh, so it's got a wireless button on off. When you put the wireless on, that means you are connected to your Wi-Fi access point. Wherever your Wi-Fi access is, you look for your wireless network name and you get it connected, don't you? And when you want to use it, you will use the Wi-Fi on. And when you don't want to use it, you will use a wireless off. You will switch it off. Okay? That's what this button's for. Rotate display button. A lot of people don't know this. They're looking at there, there's some kind of like a picture on there and it's got some dots on there. Rotate display means you want to, so you know from the landscape, you want to rotate it to portrait. That's what rotate button's for. That's what it's for. So when you rotate your device, it will rotate to portrait mode. So when you have it in portrait, it'll go in portrait. In terms of like when you have smartphones, smartphones, and tablets. They rotate automatically when you tilt your device, don't you? Well, that's what this does in Windows 10. When you got it in landscape, you go in landscape. When you rotate your device in portrait, you go to portrait mode. If you do not use this button, you will not able to rotate, man. There was these very funny people on YouTube that didn't even know what that button was. Then how you gonna rotate your display, man? If you don't even know that these people own this device and they don't even know what that button's for. Very, very bizarre. Very bizarre. HDMI connector. Now the HDMI connector is for displays like monitors and televisions. Where there's a port of HDMI and you can use a HDMI cable from the tablet to your monitor and your television, and you get this tablet coming to your display. And it gives you that amazing 1920 times 1080. Now, if your system is 1920 times 1080, right? Let me point something else to you. Because literally, right, the display on this device is 1920 times 1080. Can you go higher than that? Because really, you'll be using this device on a 1080p HD TV. Let's put it this another way. Whatever display you have, if it's a 1080p HD display, on your system, it's only going to show that resolution. Okay? If you've got a 4K monitor and a 4K television, your system will show up a 4K resolution. Whoa. Yeah. So if you have a 4K monitor, 4K television, you will get a 4K resolution on the Fujitsu Stylistic Q704 tablet. It will show that resolution on there. And you can select that resolution and your device will be in 4K. How amazing is that? In a way, we know this system is 1080p, but yeah, you were able to play 4K videos on it. Okay? You were able to play 4K videos. Do not play any video game on this device in 4K. Don't do it. You can try it for your own must, but I don't recommend it to do that because this device is a 1080p HD. It is a fully optimized for movies and gaming in 1080p HD, but with a 4K television or monitor, you can bring out the 4K resolution on there. You will able to play 4K videos, but it's probably some games that are too demanding in 4K. You probably will able to play some game in 4K. Very limited games you'll be able to play in 4K. You will able to do that. So I hope for today's session that everything's been covered in the Fujitsu Stylistic Q704 tablet features, and it has been very informative to you guys out there. It has given you a lot of information today, and I'm very happy to bring this video to you guys out there. Now we know all the features that this system has. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video today. Give your likes, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.